I think that I'll be able to share my screen and that's fine. All right, so I actually traded line this morning. Let's see how this unfolds at this point, bro, because I definitely gonna make something happen in 2020. The said it's too much. The said it's too much. It's like, let it make it happen. And but let's see what goes on percent with this morning. I didn't take like two losses and stuff in the market. But I want definitely come to the point where I can return all of my life. I've been trading some to see what I'm doing wrong, what I could do better and stuff. Right here, I can see that the market definitely kind of like giving me signs that it won't reverse, right? If price break this level of support and resistance, I could have a nice retracement. I could have a nice retracement at that point. That would be super nice. Set up a professional audio. Let me see. Don't like use Bluetooth. Yeah, 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 yeah. And that's it. Perfectly fine. I gotta do everything I have to do on here till I get this perfected. And I used to going live and stuff, but let me see this. I need this to do. It's perfect. That's fine there. Here I could see we having nothing there, but here on the 1 minute, 2 minutes, we got this. Either he got rejected and push up or not. Yeah, for sure. One of the two things that happen. If we keep on bullish and go in here, or on bullish candle sit here, I would like to take a long position back to this level of resistance up here, which would be like 4 times my risk. But let's see how this unfolds. This I lost today. Document that Z. Today I lost because I went against the structure of the market. Right? I had this buy good profits from this key level here. Expecting I went sleep and leave this open, expecting the market to pull back here. It came all the way up, but it just didn't take it didn't take me out in profit. That was a bad one. But not like a super bad trade. It just not take me out in profit, which it is what it is, right? No, I come this morning, take another bite. I find it at this level of support, took a bite right here. It ended up price just didn't went in my direction either. It came up a little bit, boom, and then dropped. And the only reason I was buying is because of what I was seeing on. Let me see exactly what I was looking for at this point because what I was looking for, what I was looking for at this point was to see the market retrace. Like I was looking to see the market retrace after this big drop. And I know it got retraced, but it probably might retrace till tomorrow. And what I think that happened is the market and retrace some about to this level, and then we have another draw. Like we break all this, and then this one form this, and we don't have this big dump. I could see this big dump coming if it just do come to like right here, and then push to the outside. But I definitely think there's a high probability that the market can do that. So I'll be patient to see how it can do, what it can do, and all of that like that. No, but we can just be super patient. Yeah, and be super patient to see. Yeah, and be super patient to see what the market will do at that point. We can be patient to see what the market could do at that point. Right now, this is all a patient game for me. Move on. We could see if we let's reanalyze this chart at this point to make sure we're in the right spot. So one would be that we were coming from this side, we coming down, right? Boom. We got this nice drop to the downside with the market pushing to the downside. This would be the best way to analyze for me. We could see this was a low point here. The market didn't reject. The market didn't revisited that area. Instead, the market only came near that and then push right back up. Then what we did here, we break this structure point and we push up. I catch this move to the upside. Then the market came here, it breaks this level of resistance as well. So it's like we just taking out high. So now what we have at this point is the market formed this level here, the support and resistance. So this morning when I was selling, when I was buying, I should have taken a sell, right? But I was on my phone and I didn't analyze the market like I should and stuff like that. No, last week, what I was looking for were buys at this level of support right here. I got some buy at this level of support here. And I was like, okay, the market kind of indicating weakness and it looking to retrace. So now the market came and do this. We drop it down to the lower time frame. We can see that there's a beautiful structure, beautiful reversal pattern at this point, right? We got a beautiful reversal pattern at this point. And we can see the market come, it push up, come down, got to trickle its way back to the upside. Nice trickling its way back to the upside. Boom, we break. I was expecting this pullback to then short. That's the reason I took this buy here to have the retracement back up, but I held it too long. So I ended up taking a loss. The market dropped, break this level here, break this level. I mean, we got this level here that we rejected from, and we do that. So I was expecting the market to retrace back up to this level still. I fixated my mindset that I was still looking for that pullback. We never get that pullback. The market just came, stay below that and reject. Now what he doing here is the same thing. He rejecting that, but now I gotta see what would be my next target point at this level, right? What would be my next target point at this? The next target point here would be like we don't see we break this level here now. We kind of rejecting on this level of support and resistance. So if you come right now, if we come right now and we line this up right here, if we come right now and we line this up right here, I should only be looking for one next short position at least down to like either down to this back down to this low, or if the market won't come and retest this level down here before them what name and nothing saying that this market can't do that. Right now the market's still bearish. You understand? And all he come and do will reject from a fancy. So it's like taking one short here would be more than anything else for a better setup. So looking at it and breaking this down by details, it's like I could see we could have a nice drop. But the next thing about it is we form on Z level right here. One small support and resistance level right here. So one or two things can happen. He can come, he can reject this level, create one new high, and he can start to retrace. Or we can come and break this level, and then we can start to drop. You understand? Is perfect cloud there. Let me recorrect that real quick. So like I said, he can either come, he can hit this, he can give me a higher high point in the 5 minutes, and he can push. Right? That could happen. Now, probability number one. This could happen. And then we could drop, play around a little bit, and then drop again. That's what could happen in this scenario. The one thing that I'm supposed to do at this point as a professional trader, wait it out. As a good trader, you're supposed to wait it out to see who will be more obvious. Which one of these players happen first, and just let the market, let it marinate, bro. Let the market do what it can do. And then you could take one trade. Right here, kind of looking like it won't give one reversal, but this is where the patience comes in. Because if you can't be patient right here at this point, you're not getting it, bro. you're not gonna get it. You're not gonna get that play. You're not gonna get that trade, and yeah, not taking another loss for no reason. So right now it's all about charts and chill with goal. It's like just chilling at this point. You just got to trade. Um, right now it's all about seeing what happens here, and right now it's about patience. Right now it's about patience. It's about patience at this point to see what the market gonna do and how it gonna do it and shit like that. It's like it not nothing else. It not nothing else to do but to wait. It's like all about patience right now. So I make sure that I stay patient right now to see if I can get one. I'm not trying to make back all of our loss, but I would like to make back some kind of profits from this market at this point. Um, so this is where the patient games comes in, man. Right now, it's all about taking your time and waiting to see what the market will give you this morning, and then taking the setup. And no, nothing else to do but be patient. One of my biggest downfall in trading has always been not being patient enough to wait for the market to set up. Not being patient enough to wait for the market to set up to take the trade that I need to take. So right now, on must be super patient. Leave the market on, give me something. And no, nothing else to do. Let's see what my next bid is saying, which is last Thursday. Last Thursday. I thought sharing my screen. Why? Let me see. I start sharing my screen. All right, we back again. Um, let me see what I did. I think I start sharing my screen. Yeah, I shared the wrong screen. I get back. All right, so we should be back again. I'm sharing the screen again. See what happens. Right now, it's all about patience, man. The more I can wait, the better this gonna be for me because this could be a super easy trade to do. But when you know your strengths and your weaknesses in the market, that will help a lot. If you know your strengths and your weaknesses in the market, you got it made. I know what my weakness is. Me, my weakness them always been. My weaknesses them been. My weaknesses them been. My weaknesses them been. How you call this? Risk management. I like risking a lot, and sometimes that the backfire. Sometimes I grow account real quick, and sometimes it the backfire. But my risk, my weak spot in that, and patience, and then not discipline and some stuff like that. But all the psychological parts, I good on the charts, but then that what messing me up. Right now, it's all about doing all the running the same phase and making sure that you have everything aligned. Because if you have if you have right now. this one thing here that the market could retrace, that would be super nice. Right now, it having like it giving me this sign that we could have this push up based off of what I'm seeing on this time frame. It looking nice because it rejecting this level of support, which is a super good, which is a super good thing right now. He's he's showing me that we have an rejection. Okay, so I would take a risk help to see if we can get this. I'm gonna place it like we'll see if um and none of this not financial advice. I'm not trying to get nobody to take my trades or do anything that I'm doing. This is just me doing my thing. It's nothing to do with other people, right? Because we're the one get this block. Let's see if he can play out for me on this one. This I think a way to think I was patient with this one. Let's see if we could actually have something play out here. You know, let's see if we could have a nice rejection from here and we have a nice push all the way back up to this level of resistance, which this is on super small account. I keep keeping myself in practice and stuff and I'm ready to get back there to risking big and stuff like that. But looking at what the market doing right now, it's like I know he could pull back from there. Simple based off of like other information that other informations like what's going on. I'll be expecting something super nice, but I'll be expecting this market to either retrace back to the upside, somewhere about here, and then start to drop. This could be the impulsive leg here. You understand? Whatever he undo right wrong here, it could just be like one probably one retracement or something, and then here have one impulsive leg. The one thing that I need to do at this point to catch the impulsive leg is to be patient and sit on the sideline because if I could sit on the sideline and wait for the correction to happen, then we know what coming next, which is the impulsive movement. Not just something that happened over and over. It's like every time after we have like that what name, we have one impulsive leg. So right now it's like he rejected this level, and I still trading against the structure at this point, but I only trading against the structure at this point based on oh, I only trading against structure right now based on one thing. I'm looking for one end of the day reversal that gold that do a lot of times around the same time, which is 12 p.m. my time. So I'll see if we can get it. We can get it. Then if he close below, then that will be my second trade. And if that doesn't work out, then okay, I'm done for the day. But that what I'm looking for is like if he do that, I will expecting him to bounce from then and start to push from here. But apparently look like he might push down, but take me out yet. So you have to like remain calm to see what the next move might be. He could reject that again and go up, or he could break it and then drop down. Right there, we just rejected off of that support. He done rejected that support multiple times on the 5 minutes and the 2 minutes. But right now, I just entered that position to see if we have one push up from here. Because on the end of the day, after a long push on gold or US started, I done been trading these two pairs for a minute. After a long day on gold and US started, say, well, what I mean by a long day, the market been pushing in one direction for a long period of time. What happened is after that long period of time, started like find support levels or find resistance levels to have like a slight retracement. It's sorry, in like a 30% retracement after pushing to a couple hundred pips in one day. So right now it's all about waiting to see if that could be something that he could do or not. Right now, this kind of tricky because we traded right against. This is something that I just break one of my rules because I just traded against the structure, and I traded for a buy, even though I had a resistance level. I traded for a buy in the market selling off. So right now, what we're gonna do is we're gonna just wait to see. The only thing about this, the best part about this trade is it got tight stop loss and it got good risk management. That's the one good thing about this. Okay, that trade out, I don't see what we're looking to do. The opposite. So what I do right now, this trade, I journal this, and I really just put this trade. I needed to be a lot more patient, and I broke my rules by trading against structure. This was something that I did wrong. I didn't trade against structure, I trade with structure. Trading against structure. Trading against structure. And support and resistance. Resistance. That's on me. Stick to the plan. You just have to stick to the plan and stay consistent. This one on me. This loss totally on me, right? Because I could see exactly what I was doing wrong. So we journal that. That trade didn't play out. We don't take a screenshot of that. We don't see what happened. And so now what most likely could happen, we have one retracement back to that same level that I just buy off of. And then we have a drop. Nice up and be about the high. And right now what I gotta do is target either here or here. My overall target would be 2 times my risk, but we'll wait to see if the market would be willing to give me that based off of what I see going on. This was a super easy sell trade. I still don't know why I was buying, but that happened. The one thing about me and my trading side is I do trade like a lot of traders does. We did a trade with the mindset that okay, they get one trade and that's it. Like I have a set amount of trades that stop me from trading during one day. Like if I lose right here now again, then I'm done because that would be my set amount of trade, which would be 4 trades. Sometimes there's 4 or 3 trades and I'm done. Here we can see at this point we have in this little this little pattern here, just like we did it here. If you look at it, we did that there and we draw. So here now, I'll be looking to see that and then we would flip to the downside. So it's all about patience at this point. Let's see how this one play out. If we could have a second trade and then we could have this nice drop. After he hit the low of the day again, I'll be definitely looking to put my stop to break even because we don't want to force nothing at that point. But I'll be definitely looking to put my stops to break even and let the market do what it has to do. I would be looking for. I'll be looking to put my stops to break even. I'll be looking to put my stops to break even and then go from there. Right back at support. So this kind of tricky because this is like normally I would be waiting for one setup to buy. I swear, like when you see the market, let me show what an example is, right? Whenever the market has like a big long push there, for example, like this one, and it come all the way down to one support, it'll leave this width, right? Or it'll leave like widths like this all the time. At the ending of the day, it'll leave these widths. If you can see these widths, the market leaves these widths at the ending of the day. At the ending of the trading days, right? Every trading day, we have one wick. You mark that down, it could be small, it could be big, but at every trading day, it could be some kind of wick or some kind of rejection to happen. Just like this. What I learned and experience with trading gold is any pair to do it. But what I learned is like, if you could wait till it reaches near the ending of the day and look for either one double bottom, one double top. If it bearish, look for one double bottom or one pattern that is reversal and look to buy it back if we want bearish market. On the other hand, if it is one bullish market and you have on the daily candle on one bullish market and the market been pushing up, for instance, like this, at the end of the day, it got started to give you that reversal pattern. We are looking for that same thing right now, and that's what we're looking for. Or what is? I didn't get it, it's fine. It that happened. But this, if we drop down now on this to 150 minutes and look for that same thing again, we see he either had one double top, he had some kind of thing on the top there that reversed it. And like I said, see the double top at the highest point of the day, that's the reversal I was looking for. This was what I was looking for on gold, but I didn't get it. Double top, nice, beautiful double top right here. The market break retested, and now it started to tank from, and it dropped way more than it was than I thought it would. But that's the example in the moment I was looking for. What I kind of over risked a little bit, and I went too in. If we look at it right now, right? Let's look at every ending of the day to see that same move happening over and over. That slight little pullback would have happened. Let's look for the ending of the day, gonna be close to like around one of these lines. Let's look for some example. It do happen every single day, but it do happen a lot. Let me look for one significant part of it. Okay, this is one example. It do happen all the time, but when it do it, that'd be nice. This is one pattern, double bottom at the ending of the day. This is it. The market now that move the most to the downside, it done double bottom. That double bottom that be the best indication, because then it telling me that the market now trending the more to the downside, right? So when that happen, what I'd be looking for is one break of these resistance level, and then I'm looking for the buy. If the market going down, like right here, I would have definitely be looking to like get in here, but this done the next day. So before that, I would have probably get in some about down here and put my stop here, and I'd trade it back to like where the beginning and the momentum started to die out. So that's just like one example of what I would be looking for, or I was looking for on gold. And if you look at it, it happened right here again. This is the ending in the day right here. He created the double bottom. He created the double bottom, and then he break the resistance level. And then Asia session that helps to play out a little bit more, and that be that. So that will happen with that one, right? So it kind of like it repeats itself a lot. And if we're looking at it for on the other side, which would be like if the market going up, I look for it on a higher time frame. I look for it on a higher time frame at this point, right? I look for it on a higher time frame. Let's look for it on a higher time frame right now. Let's look for it on a higher time frame right now. So if we're looking for it on a higher time frame, the way it works is I love trading, bro. I just when I watch this chart, I just see one beautiful art, like where I could see myself making big money on. Once it's like mastering myself. So if we look for it on the bigger time frame, it could look something like this here. And it that happen on the weekly, like this play right here. This part here happened on the weekly, right? This one exhaustion point after the market don't push super high on the weekly, that could be one wick. See, that is a wick. And how like it's a play out all the time, you know? Like see the wick, it's a double top most of the time on the highest point of the day or the lowest point of the day, and then it's a reverse. So you know if we go to the 12 hour, it's on the wick, but then the 1 hour, you go on double top. See it right there? It's like one nice double top right there. Do two double tops at this point. If you look at it real good, we look at it cautiously, we can see a double top there. and then it break this double bottom right, I mean double top right there. And this was a next bigger double top. We can look at the inside one and the bigger one, the macro and the micro, right? If we look at it, we see it we're pushing up. Boom. We created the double top right here. We break, we retested it here, and we drop, right? But then in between that, we come back up, forming a bigger one, and then dropping. So if we put that in yellow, you'll see it got the macro and the micro, right? We got one double top inside of one double top. This would be considered here. This will be one double top. This will be considered a triple top. But when you look at it like this, boom, 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 boom. That's a nice double top that formed, and we got exactly what we needed. So by looking at this happening over and over, it's all about how much patience you could have and just wait and wait for the market to just keep giving you one setup, one entry, something that valid to take. You know what I mean? To take that setup. And this, like, I still do doubt that he could create one double bottom here and push up. But I'm not gonna force no trade. I know right now what he would have done would retrace back to this level here, which is this Z level right here. As we could see, he retracing back to where we had resistance, we had support, and then we had support here. So it's a probability that we break out, we come back, we reject something about around this level here. And then what we could do, we could drop to the downside again. But the only thing that I gotta do at this point is let this trade play out. If it play out in my favor, good. If it doesn't, it is what it is. I can't do nothing else about that but protect my capital and keep trading. So what I would do is just be patient and let the market do what it has to do at that point and see if we could catch this move. Because the market done created, I would say we done had like some big pushes today. We dropped from the opening in the day, where we at now, we done drop over 636 pips in one day. That crazy. So I know in Asia session, we probably have some kind of retracement, right? The next couple of hours, which should be like around 6 o'clock my time, 7 o'clock, we should start to have like some kind of retracement. And if I do make no recuperation in this one, if I do recuperate none of my losses in this one, then I wait for that session to open to try to have some recuperation. But what I do want to do right now is open more position and then not taking more losses for no reason. But it's just simple like that. Let me see what will happen. If price could actually just come, reject hand and start to drop. You know what I mean? If we just reject hand and start to drop, that would be super crazy, like super nice. But kind of difficult because that same reversal pattern that I just was going over is something that repeats itself continuously. And if you notice, we kind of bottoming out, like, pushing no more. And if we're not having no low point, that would if you're not having like no low points, then you're not having no continuation. You need to have lower highs and low point at this to see continuation. You gotta have lower low and lower high point to get that continuation of move. But we gotta see what happened though. Right now, it's all about patience, and if I go quit it today and take a loss, today was a losing day, and that. Nothing else. Right now, I'm about to start my funded account, and I feel like I'm more than ready to start banging some money on that. So let me just be patient with my practice account and keep going. US started with one buyer we're looking for on this, but that would have damn. Let's shoot that up. I was looking for one buy on US starter right here at this support. Right on this level. Yep, that way it was. That's how it mark on. So right there what the buyer was looking for on US starter. And he pushed that up, but right now we know nothing else he could do with that. The reason to buy it, well, like you can see right here, we got the support and resistance level here, and then we had this here. So I felt like being rejected, we might end up coming all the way back up here with US 30. But it's all about patience at this point. If you look at what the daily doing, he just kind of like ranging at this point. You can see right here, we basically ranging right now. Nothing else, he just ranging at this point. So depending on what he do next, that could be crucial for the movement. He could either reject, push to the upside, or but I'm not trading him right now and just leave him alone and see if gold could give me what I want. I'm looking for gold to give me one more drop to the downside continuation. Because as long as this market's still doing this, as long as this market's still doing this, we can still keep selling, right? Whenever he switch and he started to go the opposite side, we know that we could take a buy somewhere around here or somewhere around here. The break it, either the retest of this or the break of this. You understand? The retest of this is a good opportunity to buy, and sometimes it's a breakdown and it'll keep coming down, come back at retest and go down. But if you have a retest of this that I would miss, and then you have the break of the higher high that he created after breaking this lower high point, it would be good to get in here and place a stop somewhere about down here and enjoy that move that we create a new higher high point. And that's just all what I'd be looking for at this point. But right now, it's like it's patience, and right now it's all about me being patient to see what he next play gonna be. Chart kind of look clustered, but let me just give it some time to see what the next move will be. This way it would be definitely looking to take. Anyways, you know, rush it. Man, just be patient. Man, just be patient to see what the market is doing. If he push up, then we can take a loss, which I don't like how it's coming up right now, but we'll see if it rejects this level. I would like to see it reject probably this level here. If I would say if we break above this level here, then there's nothing else to hold for. Because most likely what we're gonna do is break about it and then push up. And all I'm doing is switch like this and watch it to see if that could be the case. That we are switch and go that side. Trading simple. So you have to keep it simple as possible. If I come right now and I keep forcing the market to give me what I want, I'm not gonna get it. I have to just like while Lauren, when you come in the market and you forcing it, you don't get it. And what happened is the market and play around, play around, play around. That frustrate you. And before you know it, you so frustrated, you never get what you wanted. You end up just blowing your account, just trying. That doesn't work in the market. The best way to actually approach the market is to approach it with a calm mind, with a disciplined mind, have a trading plan, and follow it. Right now, I'm looking for this. If this do play out, then I know this might play out. Once it break about this point here, that's it. It's a whole nother option to take a buy. But I don't want to go over my risk management and break any rules no more than I did today. So what I would be expecting right now is to see if we have this drop continuation to the downside, which this is like a no momentum times, not for continuation and move. This is a non-continuational time, which is 12, almost 1 p.m. my time. The market rarely to continue to push in the same direction way we're going before, which would be on this is 1620, right? 1620. We could go back. Let's do some backtracking right now. Every time, look at like around 1620 or whatever the case may be. It'll be rare. This is 13. This is 16. 16, it had this continuation of push, right? So I look for another 16. See, this one is wrong. This one is wrong. 17, 16. We had a next continuation and move there. This is 16. 16, 30. We had one retracement here. You know, we'll continue to push to the downside at that point. We retrace instead of continuing for the same direction. Let's look for number one. Right here, we retrace. We didn't continue to push 1600. Let's look for another 1600. We had a retracement started here and then it pushed all the way up there on that 1600 time frame. What 1600 time frame? 1600 hours. Here we had one continuation, right? We had continuation. But the whole point of this is that wrong the end. This is like wrong when we get into like the ending of the day or stuff like that. The market kind of just stop after 11. The market does slow down. I wouldn't call it a stop. The market does slow down and it does start to move slower than it was doing when New York session. If we put the sessions on, when London session over, New York market does slow down. Every single time, it kind of like slow down or it start to move one little bit slower, play around sometimes. Sometimes, not always. If we could go back and backtrack it and see how accurate that could be, and if not, then we adjust the mindset to that it is something different. The overlap and stuff, we know the market will push, right? In the overlap. So if we're looking at the overlap right now between London and New York, the market actually the push. Most of the time in the last past, even the market been given good movement in the overlaps, right? So let's see what we have today, because the black box and the black and the red box is London and New York, and we can see right here, this is where they overlap, that come together and trade the same time. This is London and New York right here. So the market actually, London and New York, they actually trade in the same time, the same sessions right then. When we only in this red box, that's all London session, right? From this side to this side, this is only London session. And from this side to this side is only New York session, right? So when they overlap, did I create some kind of momentum and stuff like that? We could go back and see it. Every time they overlap, something that happened when they're trading together. And this overlap that happened at 1330 around my time. I think it's 9:30 around the 9:30 my time. UTC time is like 8 hours ahead of the US. Well, we are living in the US because the US got different time frames, right? But right there, that is like, I would say that around 9:30, the market that creates some kind of nice big push or something like that. So that be one opportunity to catch move, but you gotta be in front of the charts to catch that move. It either that happen between 8:30 and 9:30, and 8:30 to be, I think 8:30 to be around 10:30 or something like that. But that when the market like not 10:30, I would be lying. I think it's like around 12:30 or something like that. But when that overlap happen, it'd be good to catch the move. Like say right here would have been the best time to catch that move. This resistance right here would have been good to catch this drop right here. And instead, I was looking to buy, but I want the wrong end. If you're on the right end and you trading in the direction of where the market going, you're gonna be in and out of one trading in less than 30 minutes, because this overlap under the last for, let me see, this overlap the last for 1 hour. That's it. This overlap the last for maximum of like an hour or so. Let me be sure. Yeah, that overlap that happened like for an hour. No, for 2 hours to be exact. That the last for 2 hours. That will overlap under the last for 2 hours. They don't overlap and trade with each other for 2 hours. Once that 2 hours over, you could be done for the day. Like the trade done, play out, you good. Depending on what type of trader you are, Or you could done the E1 good setup for the day, because once that happened, that's it. The market that could most likely continue to play in that direction. Right here, you could see, like we thought, I got in a little bit too early. I got in a little bit too early, but let me move this, the trade session. You could see right here, what expecting is, like we were coming down here, boom, we pull back, we come, we did this. Now we come, we play around here a little bit, then we break here, then we come back here. What expecting is minimum to, to hit this wick down here, to come and fill that wick right there. This place what expecting right now, to see if we could get that drop. If we get it, fine. If we don't get it, then it's fine. If it doesn't play out, it's fine. But right now, I would be looking to see is for that to happen. And after this resistance, see how it engulfs as a bearish engulfing on the 5 minutes time frame. So right now, it would be like, okay, let's be patient to see if he can break this low now. If he could break this little support level here that held it before, then that should be good. We should have a push minimum to this low down here. And what I would do is just wait to see if he can give me that. I'll be super glad to get that. But let's see if he can give me that move to the downside. Again, this on a financial advice and none of that. Everybody, have to trade at their own risk and stuff like that. But right here, I'll be looking to get PP1 right there. And this would be my take profit number 2. And that if it play out, good. If it doesn't play out, I take a L, shut my computer down and come back again later. I trade in 2 sessions, which is Asia and New York. They my 2 sessions. London at a sleep. If I get a chance and I see the market actually could give me one good play. If I see the market could give me one good play out in New York, London session, I'd be glad to trade that, but sometimes I'd get sleep and tired. But we got this one playing out in we favor at this point. So we're gonna see if he continue to push, and then we could get that one. The one thing, like this was crazy, like I was trading against my whole self this morning. But for some reason, I started to see and understand that I have to be more disciplined when it comes to trading on my phone, because it's not beneficial and it's not helping at all. Like it just not helping at all. Like trading on my phone, sometimes I miss what I'm supposed to be seeing on the charts. Like, and I think it only because of like I do plot these plans out. If I plot the plans them out and they show up on my phone, I think I should be good. But sometimes I do plot them out. I just jump in on the charts when I lean down and stuff like that, and it not working out. I done been taking too much else and stuff like that. But right now, this would be a nice 2 minutes move. We're not looking for nothing crazy. I should have been in a pair at this 2 minutes retest. Like right around here would have been a way better entry. But like I was saying, I won't be able to like focus on every single day getting up around 7 and trading the market the way I should be trading it rather than getting up. I do have like a routine. That's something that I don't understand. And matter of fact, I set that right now on the stream. My alarm clock, I got the alarm, but I don't never get up on the time I'm supposed to. So let me set that up right now to be up every day at 7:30 minimum, 7:30 every single day, right? So that would be me getting up 7:30 and going to sleep 11:30. That would set me with 8 hours rest, shutting down everything at that time and being disciplined for the next 5 months. Well, actually 4 months and a half in this year. That's all it takes. Like to lock in, I lock in before. I lock in before on the chart and I made me some money. But for some reason, I get out of that zone where I get too comfortable, I get too cocky, I would say, I get too confident, making money and then blah, blahing and yada, yada. Right now, it's about right now it's about me focusing heavily on this and pushing as much as possible. Like super hard, like pushing, pushing, pushing. It would be like the best thing for me to do to get to that point where I need to get to. Um, so yeah, I give this time and give myself time to grow. The one thing that I learned in trading, the one thing that I learned in trading, you definitely can't be that person that continuously trying to move fast. Like you trying to move fast in the market, but you just resulting in a big blowback because you have to take time to grow, take time to get the knowledge. You gotta take time to push yourself. You gotta take time to understand yourself. And I would consider saying that the market, the market is a mirror, right? I believe this at this point. I heard it before, but the market is a mirror and a true reflection of who you is as a person. And it's all up here. It's like if you're an indisciplined person, you can't say, well, I get up and spread my bed every single day, or I got clean every weekend my room, or I got clean my house, or whatever the case may be, right? You just can't be disciplined. You can't stick to something that you say you gonna do, or you not gonna like stay line up with how you're supposed to, you're gonna fail. If you can't manage your money that you work so hard for, you're not gonna be able to manage money on the charts trading. My mistakes them and my downfalls them when it comes to trading has been patience and risk management and kind of like not following my trading plan. But mostly I would say patience and risk management. It's like the more patient you could be, the better it is. The more if I had waited like another extra hour or so to get this set up, it would have been way better than the setup that I took before. Because the setup that I took before, looking at it, it didn't make no sense. I took a buy, right? I took a buy right into this level of resistance, which didn't make no sense at all. It didn't make no sense at all, completely no sense at all, right? So it wasn't no reason to actually take that. It wasn't no reason to take that trade because you buy against that. If you wanted to buy, you would have wait for the break back in the support level to be respected. The break at this time would be even more confirmation to enter here and then get this move back up. Instead, I went totally buying right here. Like I don't never buy right at support, right at resistance. That's stupid. And it doesn't make no sense. You gotta buy when you bouncing off on support. Like say if the market had done this, it break this, it come back, it do this. Now you're looking to buy at these points. Like these is levels that you would buy at. But if the market continuing to trend to the downside and the market right here, and you take a buy right there, what you expect the market to reject that resistance and drop because it's in a bearish momentum movement, like the market giving you lower high point and lower low point. This is the lower low point. You can't be expecting to buy here. The only time you look to buy is when the market actually double bottom or triple bottom completed. Then you could see it starting to form like the movement to the upside. You could even see the trend line, and then you looking to take a buy in. You understand? That's the way the market works. That's the way the momentum's move. That's the way you could get good trades at low cost, at small entries and stuff like that. You don't want to be taking no trades in the position where when you take that, you immediately go and draw down big time. It just doesn't make no sense. I'm not sweet. It doesn't make no sense. So right now, what my expectation is after I hit TP1, put stops to break even. I got shit to do, and I put my stops to break even. And if the next trade continue to drop, fine. If it doesn't continue to drop, fine too. But I came back from a terrible morning at the ending of the day because it's like, what the hell I was looking to buy on a bearish structure for? Like, I don't know. I don't make that mistake sometimes. So I seen myself do that several times. But this is the time now that it's like, we can't play that game no more. Like, if we come and let me move this over. Let me move. Okay, so if we come and we look at it, it's not a bullish structure, bro. We could look at the structure of the market. It's super bearish. Every time you look, you got lower high, you got lower high, you got next lower high here, lower high here, lower high here, and then it only come up, give a lower high point there to drop again. Lower high, lower low, lower low, lower low, lower low. What we expecting? Why would you be looking to take a buy? The market's simple, and you got to keep it simple as much as possible while trading it. If you don't keep it simple as he is, yeah, tear you apart. When you think you complicating it for the market, you complicating it for yourself. And this is something that I don't come to understanding with. As simple as the market is, that as simple as you got to be. This only a 1-to-1 trade right here, which now what we're looking for, I'm looking for 2-to-1. But I'm grateful if I could get that. I'm not looking to like 2-to-1 was the way down here. One guarantee me that the market and reached it. Nothing. At least I could see that the market done reach here at 1-to-1 before. So I got a higher probability of he going back to where he was before than he going to a new price range. So all I have to do right now is be patient. I feel so good about this trade, yo. Because I took my time and break this down here on this live stream and ended up making good profits from it. And it not because it on the live stream, none of that, but it just because of the breakdown and how it's playing out and all of that. Again, it not hit my take profit yet. I could take profit manually right now if I want and close it. I'm not gonna do that. The one thing I learned with doing that is like you have to let your trades then play out a lot of time, right? You gotta let your trades then play out to be able to profit. If you afraid of that, then you not make no money. The one thing that I'm noticing right now is that price on come either to let me highlight these levels right now so we can see and watch what happened in a session. Price on come to this level and reject and have a pullback, or it can come to this level here and reject and have a pullback before the continuation. Meaning is price on do this move, here come down, probably reject here, come back up, find resistance, reject, come down, reject, come back up, reject, and then continue to drop. So they like places that you could capitalize on. Like they're levels that you could capitalize on. Super simple and easy at some point. You just gotta be ready because the same thing he did before, the same levels that he used before to create momentum pushes, he use them same levels again to create momentum pushes. It just happen all the time. It's like if he used this support level to bounce from day to day, he use that support level to bounce from day to day again. Or some shit real similar. So right now, there are levels that I would be looking at for price to like come and reject and stuff like that. If we look on the H4, we could see, let's look at the left side, right? If we look at the left side, we could see that the market rejected here. Okay, I could either look on the right and see it here, or I could look on the left again. It rejected here, it rejected here. And keep in mind, they always not be in the same range, but it just to repeat itself. See all of these rejection wrong here. Look, he been using the same price range right here, all the way across here. Look. So what you think that happen again? The same price range and get tested again, and it can have some kind of rejection. Let's look at the left side and looking at what we're looking at right now. Let's look at this price range now. Boom, 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 boom. Look, like right around here. Always not gonna line up with each other right where it's supposed to. But just look at that same price range. And I say price range, and I say one price is price range. So we could look at that, right? So we could see that he did that. The bill he went back up. Now look at this market now. The market come here, he find this, he rejected one resistance. He come here, he find his support. He rejected the same resistance, so what they in the same price range. Find support again. Now here, he rejected right here. He dropped down, he rejected some about off of this. Here, we're rejecting again right here. Here, we're rejecting right off of this. Here, now we're rejecting right off of these points that he created this based off of where this point was, right? Now we push up. We break this level, we come back down, we use these as support level here to bounce. Boom, we come back down, we use this level as support level to bounce. We pull back up, right here, we come back, test this same level again, pull back up, test this level again, pull back down, test this same level again. Boom, created a higher low. Boom, test this level again, test this level here now, and then we push to the upside. It's like the left side, if you just keep aligning yourself as much as possible with what happening on the left side, it'll keep indicating to you the probability that could happen on the right side. Like right here on this point, I don't see that on this side what we got. Just pay attention. What we got right here at this point. We can see looking left. Let's look left. Let's look to the left side. What we got? We got support, right? So what you think he got do when he come here again? It most likely got reject because that's where the next support level is. It's like it's that obvious. It could reject or it could break. This is one or two things that could happen when you trade in the market. He could reject right here, boom, and push up, right? We could come, hit here, reject and push up, or he could come, break that, come back, retest it, and then continue to the downside. That's all the play he has at this point. Right now, it's not like much of a reason to be afraid to hold this trade because he not yet hit exactly where the support is. If we pay close attention to it, right, we could see that the market come, it rejected off of this level here, which is the same price range with our is over there. It dropped a little bit lower here and it rejected, but then it closed way up here and pushed back up. So that means that telling you this price range got some kind of support level. It been rejected here before, it rejected multiple times, and it's a good chance that the market will come and reject it a third time. That the market are rejected a third time and push to the upside again. The only thing I have to do, or the only thing that we have to do as traders, is to be super patient, cautious, and let the market do what it has to do in order to be profitable. The market that use its support and resistance from the past all the time to create the present. And the future, nobody knows. Again, we could come and see right here, right? Now look at this right here. We got double bottom right here. Boom. The market push up, it find resistance, what come and use? Previous support. Previous resistance turned into support. The market pushed to the upside, come back down, and use that same range again to push up. Find resistance, find support. Break, come back, and use previous resistance as support level. And we push to the upside again, pull back down, and then the same thing happening over and over. Come, reject this level of support again, and push again. So it's like understanding this, the key to trading the market is not about getting the perfect entry. It's not about taking one trade in one day, which that helpful and all of that. But the key to trading the market is like having super good risk management and a lot of patience. You know, these are keys to the market. Right now, one or two things could happen. He could reject and push all the way back up and take me out, or he could just play around and then continue to drop, which I in favor with holding till he give me my take profit number one. Because if I just exit right here, this go against risk management. Risk management, right? Because I don't take one loss or I don't take three losses and I close my trade early just because I'm small profits, right? What I do is instead of you winning more, you winning less. And every time you losing more. So you have the risk management on the negative side. So you always gotta try to make the trade play out to see how much more you could win. And like that, when you take your losses, when the market got actually like the market got actually give you a better risk to reward. You know, right now you got balls up. It's not nothing else you could do but capo up and let the market play out. It either he can come back and take you out for a loss or he can actually push a little bit lower and give you that trade. You understand? If he showed me one sign that I should be out, if he started showing me, well, okay, I started to break resistance, which would be this here. This is the resistance point right here. You can see he rejected then dropped. So I would like to see if he break that, then okay, I could put my stop down to break even, or I could get out of the trade and call it a quit for today, or wait to see the market play out in a different form. But beside that what we're looking at right now, and I'll be back in Asia session to go over this. We're gonna see how this play out in the end. If we hit TP1 or if we don't hit it, then it's fine. But today was a nice day, and I feel super comfortable, with breaking the market down on a live stream at this point. Before it was kind of uncomfortable because, you know how those little doubts and stuff in yourself. But again, in life, you gotta believe in yourself 100%. You gotta have faith in God. Doesn't matter what. I don't care what you do in life. If you don't got no faith in God, you're not going nowhere. If you don't got no trust in God, you're not going nowhere. And you gotta have confidence in yourself. So God before us all, bro. And this year, 2025, still got 4 more months to go. And I want it to be positive. So we gonna make it happen again, fam. So keep a positive mindset and keep moving toward greatness, man.